So you've done the self-help and you've dipped into some personal development, but now you ask the question, now what? What can you do? Well, if you want to escape the apathy, step right this way. So twice a year, I teach a course called AUTONOMY. It's a 12-week personal development and training course. What people get out of it is multifaceted. There's curriculum, there's exercises, there's camaraderie, you make new friends. There's a whole lot of interesting things. We're going to hear a sample from the course right now in its ongoing season. Let's take a look at the value these students are getting.
Hello, Richard.
Hi, Gary the salesman's going to break the ice for us tonight. Very well
I'm
played,
an excellent salesman.
You are. Only on Sundays. Definitely only on Sundays.
Hey, I just want to thank you and Josh and everybody here. You need to hear this. I was in 5 and I sort of raced through it and I gave it some thought. But I'll tell you, after somebody in here, Agnieszka, talked me to coming back in, it's like being fresh again. And if I could stress this to everybody here, you're a student for life, and really take advantage of this organization, because I'm picking up 100% more, well, 95% more than what I missed out last time. So is there regrets? Yes, I should have kept coming back, but I didn't. But I'm here now and full of hope. And just any of you new students here, just keep coming back every season. You're going to hear stuff. I'm hearing so many different things that I thought I heard before, but I didn't. And it's sticking this time. And it's just, the future looks good, Richard, Joshua. So thanks for letting me share that. That's all I want to say right now.
I'm doing all right, getting good grades. Your future's so bright, you got to wear shades, Gary. Isn't that the Dire Straits song? Or was it the guy who broke off from Dire Straits? I forget. But what I want to say is, so you're saying you were here for season 5, right? It was during pandemic you came in, right? And you're in this situation, you're a salesperson, you went through it, and then you went out and you engaged in the world, and like the experience wears off over time. So you're coming back now, season 9, you're getting a refresher, and you're like, oh, it's like a whole new world, because you have changed since you went through the course. How many of my slides have changed since season 5? I don't know, probably 10 slides different. There's not a whole lot of change in this lecture, or any of the lectures for that matter. They get improved in little tweaks each season, right? And it really says a lot more about you and your relationship with yourself and to your environment, because the curriculum's the same thing you went through the first time. You're just able to better like cling on to some of the stuff, integrate some of the stuff faster. You've grown in different ways because you've gone out and tried and failed, and you're looking for improvement. These are all wonderful things.
Yeah, I'd like to say also that, what was I going to say? What was I going to say? Oh, for Pete's sakes, don't get old, people.
We're triggering your complexity. This is wonderful. And now I'm giving you a chance for that boomerang to come back. See how we play the game? See, I'm a good listener.
Here it is. I'm watching replay videos every night now when I go to bed. While I'm lying there, I'm listening. I'm repeating. I'm not wasting time. That was brought up a lot tonight. Wasting time. I used to be just a YouTube and that's it. I'm gone for like a couple hours. Not anymore. I'm just getting very disciplined and dedicated, and to self-improve. And I want to be an excellent salesperson. I'm on that way right now because that's my attitude now. So this was perfect tonight. Don't waste time, people. Just dig in. And every time you listen to a video over again, you're going to hear something different. But eventually it all sticks. It all sticks.
It does. It's a combination of getting into the lectures and mixing it up, and then getting out in the dojo of life and mixing it up and coming back and saying, what did I miss? What did I not put in there? Oh, I didn't, I started marketing before I tested before I A/B tested the headline, right? And now that we've A/B tested 10 different headlines, we found that these 2 perform much better than these other 8. And now when I put that money back into that same marketing campaign, but with a different headline, the numbers are different. And when the numbers are different, that's what business is all about. Like, you took an action, it had an effect, it's measurable. Now you can do that again, or you can try something different, or you took it and it's measurable in a different direction. And now you got to adapt your product and go out and try again. So it's like, It's puzzle. It's like solving puzzles is all it is. Like the things we did as kids, like for play, let's solve the maze, right? Let's solve the riddles. Let's do the mad libs. That's what life's about as an adult. You're going to fill in the mad libs.
Nice.
Not only that, Richard, it's such a support group. Some people hopefully everybody here is getting along good and everything, but it's such a support group. Where else can I come to and say, geez, and I did last week. I went into the dojo with a couple of people here and practiced the appointment setting for this new company I work for. Yeah. And it's nothing fantastic, but everything I do now, even if it's a little project, I'm learning. I'm not going in with this, oh God, I hope I get that other job this week. No, I'm learning this new business this kid's got, and I'm assisting him. But where else can you go in a group, this fabulous group, and share ideas, and people are willing to offer solutions, or they're willing to go into you with the dojo. This is an amazing opportunity. Now I see the light. I see the light.
You see the light and you're finding it useful, because there's a adaptation phase. Like there's the whole Plato's cave allegory. And for those not familiar with the allegory, let me see if I can paint the picture. Dig, if you will, this picture. There's people sitting in a cave, and they're chained to a bench, and they're forced to look at the cave wall. Cave wall is pretty boring. People get restless. So with the guys who are the the prison keepers, they set a fire back here, and they have like a puppet show, and it reflects on the wall in front of us. And that keeps people captivated, and it keeps them happy in their slavery. Now, this is a couple thousand years old, but it might just translate to a Netflix somewhere near you in your neighborhood. So now people are in there, they're enslaved, and they're not looking at reality. That's most important. They're entertained by the shadows on the wall that do not depict reality, but it's propaganda. So one of these slaves becomes free and wanders out of the cave and is blinded by the light, not like Manfred Mann, though that was a Bruce Springsteen original song. You get adjusted to being outside the cave, and then you see reality for what it is. And you recognize, oh, there's a horse, and I've seen shadows of horses on the wall in the cave, but I'm seeing the real horse now. Boy, the other prisoners would be really thrilled to escape and have this same type of experience. So you go back into the cave and you try to liberate those prisoners, and they kill you. So the lesson: you can't go into the cave and set other people free. You have to learn how to set yourself free and escape the cave. What we can do is we can stand outside the cave in reality, and we can make media and shine it into the cave. And it's a more realistic picture than what they're seeing on their cave wall. And with that modality, now we can communicate, because who has the bigger frame of reference? The person with the stick figure or the person with the three-dimensional claymation, right? We got media that's going in there. And the more realistic the media, the less realistic that shadow on the wall. And the more those people are disenchanted with their slavery, and the more they want to exit the cave and come out to reality, and we could survive together and explore the universe in a non-aggressive, non-violent way that meets our needs with intellectual and physical self-defense and non-aggression. And we're all happily ever after. But there's a lot of challenges between here and there, such as communicating those messages back into the cave, and the people who set up the mirrors to bounce our message back out of the cave so the people lay in there undisturbed in their slavery. Does that all translate through?
Yes.
3,000 years in the making, that story is. To come to a wall screen near you.
Everyone's doing some kind of self-help these days, and you can find a million self-help courses out there. Most other courses out there are hosting lectures. They're hosting videos, they're maybe even doing Q&As, and these are great starting points to encourage learning. But at AUTONOMY, we believe that hands-on practice is the best way to really lock in what we're learning. There's no better way to gain confidence and mastery than through action. After each lecture, we practice the concepts we've learned with other students, giving and receiving feedback in a non-judgmental environment. The result is mastery of concepts like entrepreneurship, ethical sales, and self-reliance in an environment that directly translates to the real world. Plus, you make connections with other like-minded individuals who are learning right alongside you, and you have a lifetime membership in the community. The Autonomy course with Richard Grove equips you with confidence, competence, and courage in a world filled with confusion and noise. You can learn more at getautonomy.info. We'll see you there.